Foreign is the most potent and fundamental force within a human body. This energy of sex is intricately connected to all mechanisms or functions of an individual. It affects the person's intellect, emotions, impulses, and health depending on how it is used upon mastering the creative force within themselves. Individuals ascend to the status of being the architects of their own existence. The mastery of the sexual energy bestows the capability to conquer any subject or skill on earth. Music, remember, music, to control the mind with its racing, uncontrolled thoughts, the heart with its surging emotions, and the impulses and instincts of the body constitute the beginning of this meditative discipline. When you experience a calm mind through pranayama, you come to realize how magical this science really is, since it produces the serenity and clarity of the soul. Prana is much more profound than just breath. It is the force of life, spirit, energy, and vitality within air and our physical body. Prana is the life force of divinity that we assimilate through our breathing, and which we find condensed and modified within the different elements of the cosmos and of nature. Prana is the sum total of all energy that is manifest in the universe. It is the sum total of all the forces in nature. It is the sum total of all latent forces and powers which are hidden in men and women and which lie everywhere around us. Heat, light, electricity, magnetism are the manifestations of prana. Whatever moves or works or has life is but an expression of the manifestation of prana. Pranayama also is described within the Gnostic tradition by the term transmutation, which is the action of changing or the state of being changed into another form within our body, is the most potent force of the universe. The sexual energy, the capacity to create life, which is found in a germinal state. Within the physical semen, this physical matter or semen can be used to create a physical child, but in spiritual sadhana, spiritual practice, we can serve the semen and transform this matter into energy precisely through the exercise of controlling our breath, being fully concentrated, prayerful, and attentive with the mind restrained. The word trans is a prefix used with a meaning such as across, beyond, through, and changing. Thoroughly, mutation comes from mutate, to change or cause to change in form or nature. Transmutation is the science of changing the sexual water into light, carrying it up within our spine to the brain, mutating that semen into energy. This is the true meaning of semen retention, and this is accomplished through yoking the vital winds, the energies of our breath. Mind, body, heart, and semen. Prana is not only in the air, but in all the elements of nature and our body, within the aerial nature of our thoughts, the fires of our emotions, and solidity of our physical earth or body. And most importantly, within the waters of our sexual organs. Thus, semen retention is a big part of the path to our ultimate self. Lies the most potent energy, or prana, comes from our sexual organs. Prana condenses into multiple forms of matter and energy, most importantly sexual, which we transmute from the physical brute semen to feed our consciousness with light. It's important to remember that it is impossible to develop the consciousness without energy, and that the most important form of energy is sexual. Sexual energy is prana, the vitality, power, vigor, and life that can awaken our full potential. It's interesting that the term prana can signify the sexual organs, which demonstrates that to work with pranayama is to control the creative energy and use it for our spiritual development. This is why chastity is emphasized by the yogis and all genuine practitioners of every spiritual tradition. Chastity means restraint and transmutation of the sexual energy, the prana, and not just mere retention of the semen, as we the modern society defines it. The science has been known by the term brahmacharya in the East, which is a Sanskrit word composed from Brahma, the Sanskrit name of the creative force or divinity, charya, to be followed in observance or restraint. Everyone in these times want to know how to meditate, but when instructed to restrain and control the sexual energy, to restrain the lower self's egos or desires, they run away. This is sad, because without harnessing the vital winds, the sexual energy, without going against the grain of one's habits, one cannot learn meditation. To feed desire, our egos, lust through identification produces suffering. By expelling the very energies that can give life, we hinder our spiritual life. Pranayama meditation is impossible for individuals who have no prana, no energy in their body that can empower the consciousness. People who releases their energy through sexual promiscuity, masturbation, and other lustful vices will not even taste a drop of what true happiness really is in life. Music ejaculation of semen, or to orgasm, brings death. Preserving it within brings life. Therefore, one should make sure to retain the semen within one is born and dies. Through semen in this, there is no doubt. Knowing this, the yogi must always preserve his semen. When the precious jewel of semen is mastered, anything on earth can be mastered through the grace of its preservation. One becomes a great human being. The use of semen determines the happiness or pain of all beings living in the world who are deluded by desire and are subject to death and decay. Shiva Samhita, music. To renounce passion or fornication or the animal orgasm, for of all of the acts of devotion, by which God's favor is sought, none has greater value than resistance to passion, because it is easier for a man to destroy a mountain with his nails than to resist passion or fornication. From the book Revelation of the mystery, last is a thing that is dispersed in different parts of the human body and is served by the senses. Man is bound to guard all his members from it, particularly the sexual organs, to train the body not to fornicate. And he shall be questioned concerning the acts of each. The lust of the eye is sight, that of the ear is hearing, that of the nose is smell, that of the tongue is speech, that of the palate is taste, that of the body is touch, and that of the mind is thought. It behooves the seeker of God to spend his whole life, day and night, in ridding himself of these incitements to passion, which show themselves through the senses, and to pray God to make him such that this desire will be removed from his inward nature through contemplation and comprehension and meditation, since whoever is afflicted with lust is veiled from all spiritual things. Also from the book Revelation of the mystery here is how to perform a simple pranayama seated comfortably with your spine straight and neck and head relaxed. Close your eyes and pray to your Divine Mother. Pray that she may help you transmute your energies to your mind and heart to help you visualize and concentrate. Close your right nostril with your thumb and inhale air through your left nostril. Take in as much air as you can without forcing your lungs or straining yourself. Breathe naturally and relaxed. Imagine the energy or prana of the air ascending to the brain from your lower back. Music. After retaining the air as long as possible, remove your thumb from your right nostril and exhale slowly, imagining the prana descending from your brain to your heart. Now, it's time to do the same thing, but this time you close your left nostril with your forefinger and inhale through your right nostril. Repeat the process of raising the prana to the brain through your inhalation. Raising the energies of that nostril to the head, retain the breath as long as possible by closing both nostrils with thumb and forefinger. Finally, lift your forefinger from your left nostril and exhale, imagining the prana descending against your heart, which descend from your brain, then the face, then down the throat, then to your chest. This process constitutes 1 pranayama. Perform 7 pranayama in total. You can do more in accordance with your needs, depending on how much stagnant sexual energy is stuck in the lower chakras. This magic of pranayama is one of the must-do practice for semen retention practitioners. This practice should become a habit and ingrained in your being. We recommend that this is done in the morning with no food and late at night. Before you go to sleep, you will see the difference in each session, and you will be happy that you even tried such a profound practice. Thank you so very much for watching. Until next time, peace.